How's it going, everybody? Here on the channel, so far I have reviewed Convict conditioning and overcoming gravity, and now today I'll be reviewing Complete Calisthenics, the ultimate guide to bodyweight exercise by Ashley Kalym. All right, everybody, welcome back. And for those of you new to the channel, my name's Ryan. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I'm here to help you get in shape at home with no gym necessary. And on that topic, if for some reason you don't like me and my channel and you don't want to subscribe, books like this one are excellent for getting fit at home with no gym necessary. And to be honest, Complete Calisthenics is really, I think it's an excellent blend of Convict conditioning and overcoming gravity, the two books I've covered previously here on the channel. The reason why I say that is that overcoming gravity can be a bit overwhelming for beginners, and it's totally the gymnastic style of calisthenics, whereas Convict conditioning is more old school calisthenics, and some people who are more into the gymnastic side might get kind of bored. But as you'll see, Complete Calisthenics actually is a nice blend of both styles, and it's really well made. So the book starts out with an introduction where Ashley tells you about what calisthenics is, the type of equipment you will need in order to do it, and he also touches on nutrition a little bit. And then he goes into preparation. Now, when I say preparation, I mean flexibility and mobility. And provided in the book is a pretty detailed routine that addresses upper body, lower body, and core, mobility, and stretching. So you have a lot of information there, a lot to get started with and use throughout your journey. After the intro and talking about warming up, mobility, and flexibility, he then dives right into the next part, which is the exercises. And this is the bulk of the book and probably what everyone is going to buy the book for. Now, the exercises are divided into different chapters, and the chapters are push-ups, pull-ups, dips, muscle-ups, handstands, levers, floor exercises, leg raises, lower body exercises, and overall body conditioning. So in case you're wondering what some of that stuff is, like when he says levers, he's referring to planche, front lever, back lever. When he says lower body exercises, he's talking about squats, lunges, and all the variations of those. And when he says overall body conditioning, he's talking about things like jumping jacks, burpees, jump squats, jumping lunges, etc. When he talks about push-ups and pull-ups at the beginning of the exercises section of the book, he provides tons of variations. I'm talking probably 20 or more variations of each movement. So that is kind of like the old school, or like high rep basic style of calisthenics, you could say. Whereas he also goes into human flag, front lever, back lever, planche, and all the more gymnastic styles. So that's why I said before, it's actually a blend of kind of both styles, which is something you don't see in every calisthenics book. In terms of how the exercises are described, he gives a summary of the exercise, provides steps on how to execute it, and then he has a little box that says teaching points, which are tips on the execution and how to use the exercise in your program. The exercises are also done in a order of succession. So like after you complete one pull-up or you learn that variation, then the next variation will sort of piggyback on that one and say, once you can do that variation, now you can do this one, and so on. So it's a very progressive manner that he lays out these exercises. Overall, I'm really impressed with the exercise instruction. I feel like the writing is really clearly written, and I can tell he has expertise. And I also want to mention that it's really cool that the photos in the book are of him. And I know that sounds ridiculous, like you would think any fitness book, the author would be in the pictures, right? But that's not always the case. I'm not going to name any names, but there are fitness authors out there who don't include themselves in the photos, or they hire someone to illustrate it, right? So they're just little cartoon drawings of people. But I really think it's cool that Ashley Kalym, the author, is in the photos and he's demonstrating the exercises, so you know he practices what he preaches. And the last section of the book is on programming. Now, I'm not going to provide a lot of detail on that because I don't want to be giving away. I think that's an important part of what the author is offering here in his book, so I don't want to give away any secrets or anything. But I will say that it's very intelligent programming, and it involves hitting each muscle group or movement twice per week. Overall, I think this book is excellent. It really is. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting this much from it. And what I have to say is that, like I mentioned before, it's not too overwhelming for beginners, which is good, but it can also help people across all levels of experience with calisthenics. It really has that much information without being overwhelming. In addition, it's a great blend of old school calisthenics and gymnastic style, and it fully educates you. I think that's the most important thing. Like when you hire a trainer or any kind of coach, you don't want to just be told what to do. Like if you hire me as a coach, I'm not going to just tell you what to do. I'm going to educate you on why you're doing it, so that way you can train yourself. That's the ultimate goal, is you want the client to learn enough where they can train themselves and go off on their own. And that's exactly what a book like this is going to do. It's going to teach you how to train yourself. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you've been thinking about getting Complete Calisthenics, I hope this video was helpful for you and it convinced you that it's definitely worth your money. And for all my loyal viewers who tune into every video, you might notice that I'm in this really weird, different place. And if you're wondering what that's about, well, this is actually my sister-in-law's studio apartment that she rents, but she doesn't really use it too much. It's just like this empty space down the road from her work. And she'll sometimes come here and do yoga or whatever, but not a lot. So she offered it up for me to use, and I thought, well, why not? It's a nice, quiet, empty space. There's no baby or toddler there making a bunch of noise. So who knows? You might see me shooting a lot more videos here. We'll see.